Well, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little toast right now. I was in Bowling Green, Kentucky all day yesterday filming 2 episodes, which you're going to see this weekend. And yes, we're going to talk about order constraints for all the models for Corvette being released for 2025 in this order cycle, including the very first order cycle for ZR1, and that's going to be a short conversation. Hey, real quick, I want to remind you about something. In case you saw it on Instagram, because that's the only place I posted it, Instagram and Facebook, I had a unique trade opportunity that just came in. It was a 2023 Silver Flare Z06 hardtop convertible. And this car was ordered right. Ceramic brakes, 3LZ, red dipped interior, level 2 carbon fiber, PPF, 1,500 miles. Car sold, bought, paid for. Never picked up for the guy to trade it on another car. So when you talk about Corvettes and cars, some people say, man, you got a problem or an addiction. I simply call it passion. All right, everybody, thank you for coming. We do have a new member with us tonight. Please introduce yourself and tell us why you're here. My name is Rick, and I like Corvettes. Hey,
Rick, is that you?
yeah, it's me.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm online, and man, I found this car.
What do you mean you found a car? Rick, we've talked about this. It's got to stop.
But this is a one owner. It's 1,500 miles. They only made 3 of these.
Man, you know what you got to do. Turn off and step away from the computer.
Okay. I'll turn off and I'll walk away from the computer.
You don't need another car.
And the award for the worst actor goes to Rick Conti. So anyways, that car's here, never left. It's available for sale now. 1,500 mile 2023 Z06 hardtop convertible. It's so stupid, but you guys understand. If you're interested in that car, it is a beautiful spec. Contact information is going to be up on the screen, and here's a couple of pictures of the car that we were just talking about. Yep, I will do just about anything to make you guys laugh. So thank you again for joining us. It really is a thrill and a blast to have the opportunity to share what we do right here on this channel. In fact, in just a minute, after these constraints, we're going to share with you a send-off, Pat, as we like to call on the channel, of a local gentleman that just picked up his first ever Corvette. What a cool guy. And I'll tell you about the 2 uploads we got coming for you guys on Saturday and Sunday. So order constraints. And I say this for a lot of people that don't understand, these constraints don't affect any orders that are at 3,000 status and higher. When you enter an order, it goes into filing cabinet, into the system, hold pattern, 1100 status. It's a preliminary order. It's not a live accepted order just yet. This is what we're trying to do, is tag those orders, get them to accepted status. It goes to production control, and then we wait for a build week. The pieces part situation is mind-numbing, and I guess I'm going to continue to do this because we started this years and years and years ago, and I just feel committed to provide this information, not only just for many in the Corvette community, but really my customers as well. I thought I was going to be extremely busy we got a great shot of allocation quantity for Z06, and I've got so many people that have been understanding and waited so many months. I thought, this would be a busy day for me. We're going to get these orders going. They're going to have cars for the springtime. Z06 constraint in just a second. E-Ray. The only constraint there is going to be the carbon fiber parts which extend for the front splitter. And we said this months ago, and we're seeing it more and more now, especially this being the first order cycle for ZR1. Carbon fiber parts. Because of all the standard carbon fiber on ZR1, would it affect E-Ray and Z06? This has always been a problem, but it actually looks like it's a bigger problem now than it has before. So yeah, it is what it is. So if you want that front splitter extension, it's going to be really limited. 42 quantity for those finished off in carbon flash, or 42 quantity in the visible carbon fiber. Remember, for that piece, because you get side rockers already standard on the car as far as E-Ray and Z06 go, they come standard carbon flash. So say you wanted the front splitter in carbon flash, check out my friends at Paragon Performance, paragonperf.com. I'm not sure if this applies or not, but try it. Conti 25 at checkout. That's a way to finish off that front piece. And if they don't have it in stock, check my friends at acscomposite.com. Many of my customers did that to pass the constraint so they can get their car. Some are driving their car already, some are about to. So thank you again for that understanding and for your flexibility. Let's look at Z06, for heaven's sakes. And I don't have an answer for you guys on this. And I can complain all I want. You can too, and it doesn't change anything. It is what it is. High wings are an issue for Z06. Greater, I think, than they ever have been. Keep in mind that high wing is carbon fiber, whether it's finished in the carbon flash, which is like a black metallic paint, or the visible carbon fiber weave. If you're going to get the carbon flash high wing, 58 have been allocated to the country. Visible carbon fiber, 97 to the country. I got 0 in both categories. Now, in regards to front splitter, again, finished in carbon flash or visible carbon fiber, because you can get that without getting the high wing, just to kind of extend that front piece that will complement your side rockers that come standard on the cars we just mentioned a moment ago. If you're getting it in the carbon flash or the visible carbon fiber, 97 quantity for each are available in the country. We got none of those either. Stingray, surprisingly, 0 constraints. About freaking time. That happened last cycle for the first time. That I think first time ever in the C8 era. ZR1. After I told you I filmed 2 episodes in Bowling Green, and I was on the phone for 5 hours last night on the way back, and the conversation with every single person was ZR1. And there was so much we don't know. And now we know. Anybody that actually is getting an allocation of this particular cycle, if you want the visible carbon fiber wheel, which Chevy did tell us in advance that was going to be late availability. We don't know if it's going to be available at all on 2025 model here, because 2025 is just about a 3-month production cycle, and that's it. And then they supposed to flip anyways, to 2026. So that is 0 availability across the board on this week's constraint report. But the high wing, whether you're getting the Aero package or ZTK, and remember ZTK, you need the Aero package to get ZTK. So 0 availability for the high wing.
Shut up!
And I saw this morning, and I was trying to rush in here to do this report for you guys, and I said a few things that I can't repeat, but basically, you gotta be freaking kidding me, man. So there you go. That's it for ZR1. This weekend, Saturday, we're gonna air with you the special link, the only way to register for this great offer, thanks to Paragon Performance and the NCM Motorsports Park. It is the Rick Conti Paragon Performance hosted track day coming up in October. The only way to get that deal that we're going to present to you on Saturday is clicking the link in the video that I provide for you guys on Saturday. Limited spots. There's only 3 sessions rather than 4 we did before. There's going to be free hats. There's going to be t-shirts, other little giveaways. There's going to be a trophy up for grabs if you beat me in the autocross. Yeah, this is going to be a great time, great experience, and I'm looking forward to meeting so many of you. There's even a luncheon too, so those details are coming up Saturday. And I told you guys I wanted to air this Sunday with you the interview I had with my very first Chevy sales manager. The guy, in fact, that gets credit for naming me Rick Corvette Conti is Mike Noble. We filmed that interview just over a week and a half ago, and there's still some parts behind the scenes that I'm trying to get together. I haven't had an opportunity to do, so we're going to try and push that till next Sunday. It'll be a Sunday evening premiere of Coffee with Conti, and I hope that you watch that, enjoy some of the memories where we started, and just help me celebrate 30 years specifically focused on selling new and used Corvettes. And because of you guys, I'm still here. So thank you so much for that. But this Sunday on Coffee with Conti is the car that I delivered yesterday at the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And I know you like to make your spec unique. Tony from Indiana did. I think he's going to have that one of one, which is not as tough to do as it used to be. But when you do unique specs, you want it to really make a statement. This freaking car makes a statement. And it's a spec that I have to admit that I would say, man, I don't know. I don't know. But when I saw it in person, I'm like, and I say it, you'll see it on Sunday, I say it. I can't take credit for the spec. This is all him. Beautiful job. Outside, inside, wheels, caliper, everything is tied in perfectly. This is a very well ordered car, and I think you'll enjoy looking at the most expensive E-Ray for 2025. It's this Sunday at Coffee with Conti. Thanks for joining us today. Sorry for what I was afraid was going to happen happened. And there's, man, oh man, so much I really want to say about this. And it's very, very frustrating, very disappointing that you're launching a car like this in this manner. Have a good day. Support us. Check out the links down below. We've got the Thanks Harlan hat you can buy in advance. You are going to have an opportunity to win that hat at this year's NCM Bash event in April. More details coming up as we get a little closer. All right, we're walking out. That means we're getting ready to do a send-off, Pat. I want you guys to meet our latest, where'd you go? Our latest customer. Don't be hiding. There's no way you're hiding. Our latest customer just to get a new Corvette. And if you went to buy a Corvette and you ever questioned yourself if you were a Corvette person, well, what Andy went through the last 3 days, finalized and basically solidified he's a Corvette guy, because you and I did the deal on Saturday. It was crummy weather and that kind of stuff, and it's a beautiful day today. But when I talked to you this morning, you wanted to come in early. We were trying to get everything ready we could for you. But you go, dude, I've not slept for 3 days. I'm like, nah, you sound like a Corvette guy.
Right? Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh my God.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you. It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Local guy here in Ohio watches our channel, so thanks for that. He got himself a beautiful Sea Wolf Gray closeout special on our 24 with the new forged wheels, red interior, got the grill guards, got the magnetic ride control, got the red engine cover. How about it, man? Feeling better?
Oh,
it was cool. You come in and you start talking to me about Ron Fellows. You go, hey, is that a worthwhile place to do the class? I'm like, oh yeah, you better do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and after we got done talking, you're like, hey, I can't wait to go now.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to drive this thing.
Quick thank you and appreciation to you. What division of service were you in for us?
Navy.
Navy. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate that. Got a lot of respect for our servicemen and women, and I know you bust your ass for a long time, so it's good to see you rewarding yourself.
Yes, sir.
You're starting to understand now, you know. It's like, hey, it's time for me. And it is time for you, man. Yeah, damn straight, man. I'm pumped for you.
God, I can't wait.
So when the weather really holds and we get a little bit warmer weather, I mean, do you have any kind of a first trip kind of planned yet?
I always wanted to go down to North Carolina and do that Dragon's Tail thing.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
Yes, almost certainly.
I want
Yes.
to do that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's not that far to drive.
That'll be just the beginning of many more to come.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate the business. Thanks for watching the channel.
Thank you, Rick.
Wonderful working with you. Yeah, we've had some really crazy conversations. That's what I like when you guys are here, because sometimes we'll be so raw. We'll talk about anything and everything. We've got more of those type of deliveries coming up right here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, you hit the bell notification. Send off, Pat. You know what that is, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's coming up in just a minute. Well, I got to tease you just for a second because we talked about that too. Yes, he's got white tennis shoes on, but they're not freaking New Balances. So you're all good.
Try.
Yeah, no, don't. That's what he said to me in the office. Like, no, don't try. Stop right where you're at right now. Andy's just about that I like to share the experiences at delivery. You guys get in your car. I mean, that really is a thrill for me. But it's a beautiful day, as you can see, but it's actually 29 degrees. You've got a Z51 car, and you said, Rick, going home, do I need to be in weather mode or something like that? It's like, no, you could take it easy. What they say in the owner's manual, and sometimes it's misconstrued, it's human nature. You see what you want to see, you hear what you want to hear. We, at our age, we just kind of skim through crap, but it's under frequent driving. Under 40 degrees is where they get concerned, and aggressive driving and hard braking and hard turns. So for you going home for less than a half an hour where you're at, and driving it easy, you're not going to be crazy in turns. You're going to be fine. You don't have to worry about that. In weather mode, I usually use more in the inclement conditions, moisture, rain, that kind of snow, and that kind of stuff. Which you said, oh no, I'm not. Now he sounds like a Corvette guy for real. So I'm not driving in those conditions. So you've waited so long at this point in your life to get your car. I guess it's a natural question to ask you, why Corvette?
Something I always wanted. I just couldn't afford. And now I can afford it, and I feel like I'm 10 years old.
I
Rider
love
BB
it.
gun kind of thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's get you a send-off, Pat. Enjoy that thing, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the business. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching the channel, too. That's awesome.
Right.
Great answer. Great answer. Seawolf Gray, beautiful spec. We showed you pictures earlier. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you. Happy trails.
You too, brother. Staying here in Ohio, we've got a send off. All right, real quick before Tony sits in. That's a competition seat, guys. Orange seat belts are perfect. As you'll learn here in just a moment, he's got other C8s, had other C8s. This is his first one with the comp seats.
This is so comfortable.
Different, isn't it?
It's,
But dude, you're built for the comp seat. I mean, I think you're really gonna like
this,
that.
this has got a European feel that just hugs you. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I went with the stealth pack.
And sometimes it's a conversation that is something you really can't participate in. It's a little bit above your head. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, the conversations I'm having now, because my experience in tracking are just endless, and they're a lot of fun. Many times you guys were doing that with me, and I knew a little bit what you were talking about, but I didn't appreciate it, understand it, because I didn't experience it. Now you have an opportunity to experience it. Level 1, total controlled, use their cars.